Hello boys and girls, this is ImAnderZEL of course, and it's time for another weapons review video, and this time we're gonna look at the M27 IAR, and I took to heart a lot of the criticisms from the last videos. I'm not gonna show gameplay from hardcore, I'm gonna show from normal, and I'm also gonna show bullet spread with a lot of different accessories. So first off, we got no accessories at all, and what I'm comparing is basically different distances and full auto at hip, full auto aimed, and burst fire aimed. Since you don't really burst fire from the hip, that's just stupid, so there's no reason to look at it. So you can see that even though the enemy may be only 10 or 15 meters away, there's no reason to full auto from the hip because you're not gonna hit anything. Full auto aim is gonna work good, and I've gotta say there's no real reason to burst fire aimed, to be honest. And now we're looking at something about like 30 meters, and here we can see the spread from the hip fire is incredibly large. It's basically useless at a distance like that. What you want to do is at least aim and full auto, or aim and burst fire. That's what I always recommend. We can see that it's just incredibly big with the hip fire, full auto. It's sick. The aimed automatic fire, pretty decent, but the aimed burst mode is incredibly good. This gun doesn't have burst, so I'm the one bursting. You have to just tap your mouse button, and also very long range. I would say 50 to 60 meters burst aimed mode, or aimed burst mode, or what the hell you want to call it. But as you can see, the grouping is pretty nice. You would hit the head if you did look. You don't have to mind the holes in the upper right. So now we're gonna look at the exact same gun, of course, but with the first unlocks: the holographic, the bipod, and the laser sight. And the laser sight, basically what that does is make hip fire more accurate, and we're gonna see some difference here. It's gonna look better, and we already see that it looks a lot better. I would say it almost increases it by twice. The aimed automatic fire, yeah, not really any difference at all. And the burst aimed fire, no difference at all, since basically the only thing we're using right now is the sight. The sight is just a personal opinion, just what you like the best. The sights almost never did, I don't think they do anything actually to the accuracy more than what you prefer as a person. You can see here also that even though you have the laser sight, automatic fire at the distance like that won't really help. Automatic aim fire, it's okay, and it's like before, it's not good at that distance, but it's better than nothing. But of course the winner as usual is burst mode, aimed in. So you can see, as I said, a lot smaller ring with the hip firing, hip automatic fire. But right here, it's just too far away. There's too many bullets going in weird places, but you might be able to kill someone if they suck more than you. And also hip fire automatic, or if you get lucky. And here comes the nice thing, the bipod. Bipod is pretty useless unless you're in a defensive position. Sometimes in attacking position it can be good, all depends on which map you're playing, but we can already see here that aimed automatic fire with the bipod is incredibly accurate, and aimed burst mode with the bipod is, I would say, exactly the same. So there's no reason to not full auto when you have a bipod actually. Full auto aimed. I don't even know why I showed this, but I'm gonna guess just for comparison, so you can see what the difference is between with bipod and without bipod. So it's just incredibly bad. Full auto, even though you aimed. So there we go. Got a full auto aimed with the bipod, and there we got an aimed burst with the bipod. Exactly the same, I would say. The aimed burst mode might be a little bit better. The aimed full auto is just incredibly bad. The aimed burst mode is kind of just a little bit worse than the aimed mode and the automatic mode with the bipod. So I would say the bipod is a very good thing if you are new to the game and can't really aim. Here comes my favorite two setups: Cobra sight, foregrip, suppressor, or Cobra sight, foregrip, and laser sight. Those two are my personal favorites, and those two are the ones I recommend. We can see that the spread is actually a bit less since you're using the suppressor. The weight of the suppressor keeps the gun down, but when it comes to the aimed fire, burst automatic, it doesn't really do a difference, but I would say it actually becomes more accurate, at least this gun, with a silencer on when you do the aimed burst mode. And we can see here that this is almost as bad as without the laser sight, so there's no reason to automatic fire from that distance. If you're gonna do that, you at least need a laser sight, without a doubt. And here, this is where this setup shines, because I like the Cobra sights. I think they are excellent because they're small, they're precise, it's easy to put a guy's head in the middle of those little red bars and stuff like that, so I mean, I really like them. You can see that the spread is pretty bad on full auto from, but you can see that small little grouping, it's just incredibly small. Here we got a full auto from the hip at a distance, it's just horrendous. You can't kill anyone like that. Aimed full auto, kind of decent. Aimed burst mode with silencer. There we got ourselves a winner, boys and girls. We got a winner. Aimed mode from a very long distance with the suppressor, of course, the Cobra sight and the foregrip. And the foregrip also, of course, makes it more accurate. That's always good, but yeah, I mean, that's just awesome. Basically, the exact same setup going right here, but instead of the suppressor, we have the laser sight. And we're gonna see, of course, the automatic hip fire being a lot better. As you can clearly see, it's a much tighter little group than with the suppressor or without the suppressor. And the aimed automatic fire is pretty much the same, no big difference, but a bit better, of course, than without the foregrip. And we got an aimed fire, I would say almost exactly the same as with the silencer, not that big of a difference. I would say they're pretty much exactly the same. For some reason, I got it in my head that you get a little bit better grouping when you aim and burst with the suppressor than without a suppressor. We can see that the grouping from the hip is still kind of decent when you have the laser sight, so if you like to run and gun, fuck the suppressor, get yourself a laser sight without a doubt. And here we got the aimed fire, and I don't know if I did a bad job, if I didn't do exactly the same, but I at least think that the aimed burst mode with the silencer was better, that it is better. I played with this gun quite a lot since I've unlocked everything with it, so this is actually one of my favorite assault guns. Only drawback is small magazine, of course. So here we got the aimed burst mode at a long distance again, and I gotta say that it is a bit worse than with the silencer, but that's just my personal opinion. I might be wrong, I don't know, but those two setups are the ones I recommend. And here you can actually see me play a little bit with the setup. I actually forgot to put on the Cobra sight, but I couldn't be bothered to change it since the sight doesn't really matter. As I said, it's a personal preference. It's more about if you're gonna use a bipod, if you're gonna use a foregrip, and if you're gonna use a silencer or a laser sight, because using a muzzle flash or muzzle breaker that breaks the muzzle flash, I can't really see any reason to do so, because yeah, it just makes you, it does make sure people can't see the flash, but they can still see you on your map, on the radar, and I mean, it makes your accuracy on aimed fire a bit worse, so I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. The drawbacks with the silencer are, of course, that you do lose a little bit of, you do get a bit more bullet drop, and I think you do a bit less damage, but it's always nice to be able to actually hit what you're aiming for. So, as I said, I mean, you choose, it's totally personal, but I would at least say that you should use the foregrip and or the laser sight or the silencer, without a doubt. And here we go with my favorite setup: the Cobra sight, the foregrip, and let's see, the laser sight, not the suppressor right here. But I think you guys get the drift. I thought I'd put in some gameplay just to show you what you can do with this gun. And I actually didn't have to play anything to get a good game. This was actually the first game I joined, the first match. They actually already had a few kills, I think 30 kills or something like that on each team when I joined, and I mean this gun is just very good. It is very good. I mean, having those extra rounds too. I mean, you have 16 more rounds than most other assault rifles, and this gun kind of behaves like assault rifle. Maybe not as good accuracy at full auto at range like the AAK 971 or the F2000 or let's see, what else do we got, or the H&K 2002 for example. But I mean, it's an excellent gun. I mean, if you like support class, I mean, go for this gun, fuck it, because you can't resurrect anybody and you can't throw down any medics, but you can throw down ammo and you can get some TNT and blow some fucking tanks up. So I mean, go for it. This gun is good. I like it. It's just sad you can't have extended magazine on it, because I would easily take an extended magazine on this gun instead of the silencer or of the... Oh, excuse me, I got a message there on my phone. God damn it, people have no manners. I'm trying to make a video right here. God damn it. It's my mom. Oh yes. Yeah, where were I? Yeah. So, I mean, I would love to have an extended magazine, but being able, even only 70 or 100 rounds in this gun, instead of having the silencer or the laser sight, would be awesome, because I like this gun. Oh my god. There you can actually see, I used full auto, I didn't get that guy. I did a lot of damage on him, but it's always best to do the aimed in burst fire, without a doubt. I mean, there's no question about that. It's just easy. And you can see I'm doing pretty well. 43 kills, 15 deaths, and I'm not even playing like a total pussy. I could be much more of a camping pussy. I'm definitely no hero, but sadly I can't make my team win anyways, even though I have a very few deaths and very many kills, but what can you do about it? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video made it easier for you to decide which perks and which attachments to use with this lovely light machine gun. And as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.